Everybody watching is now richer than you. You're 2 million in debt, you idiot. Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back. I know I'm really late to this and everybody's gone and made a video on it, but dang dude, I just had to take a minute out of my day to tell you guys how dumb Jake Paul is. Like genuinely, I always have time for that. Like my grandma could be in the hospital on life support asking for a favor, like get her water or something, and I'd tell her, give me 5 minutes, I gotta clown on Jake Paul real quick. And she would also be like, that's my boy, I know I raised you right, little Pegasus. Hell yeah, dude, grandma hates Jake Paul as well. Now, I've been reading some of the headlines on the fancy interwebs, and it genuinely baffles me how a multi-millionaire can be this level of stupid. Like, he got raided by the FBI, he owes $2 million in taxes, and he's friends with a well-known criminal. And we're gonna go over all of that, but let's just start with some of the garbage this man has pulled over the years, like all the cringy slash criminal stuff he's done. Right off the top of my head, alright? I've not written anything down. So starting off, we have the song that made God depressed. It's Everyday Bro. By far one of the cringiest, most garbage music videos I've ever seen. Like, the only thing good about this video is that English guy saying England is my city. That was genuinely the only redeeming quality of this video. And it was done unironically. Like, that wasn't a joke. They were literally just that stupid. Then we had another music video of him bragging about helping people, because that's a thing that nice guys do. I'm gonna do an acapella real quick, and I'll try to make it as close to Jake Paul as possible. He put no life into that. It genuinely was like, where was y'all at? Like, dude, it was just that garbage. And FYI, I'm 99.99% sure that when a depressed fan emails Jake Paul, he probably dabs on them and shoves them into a locker, dude. And then shoves his, like, merch in their face or something. I don't know, dude. After that, we had Jake Paul scamming his kid fans with a mystery box. Pretty much, he would ask you to sign up for a website, which is essentially a gambling website, right? Except you can't even win, which defeats the purpose of why anyone would want to gamble. It's like paying $500 for a chance to win $0. Like, that just doesn't sound like a good idea. And you might be asking why. Because the prizes on that site were not feasible. One of the prizes were a $100 million mansion. Nobody's giving this freaking kid, like 5-year-old Timmy watching Jake Paul, nobody's giving him a $100 million mansion. Let's be real. Those prizes were completely fake, and nobody ever won. And this is ignoring the fact that he's advertising gambling to kids, which is bad enough by itself, but here you just got scammed. There was no return at all. Now, after the whole mystery box thing, the next thing I can remember is like the financial freedom movement, which is like a giant scam. Probably one of the most scummy things this guy has ever done. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. Like, we're talking about Jake Paul. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So pretty much, Jake Paul started this movement called the financial freedom movement, which is essentially one giant scam. He pretty much preyed on the weakest of people. You know, the kind of people that are really struggling. They're barely making ends meet with their salary. They're working really hard and they really need money. But don't you worry, you know, Jake Paul descends from the heavens like a god and he says, hey, you there, pay me $100 a month and I will give you financial advice. Now, obviously his advice is garbage and all the people he hired didn't even do anything. They used like pre-recorded videos that they had in their own courses, pretty much reused the same garbage scam courses. There's literally nothing anybody can tell you that'll make you a millionaire overnight, except subscribing to the Pegasus channel. You know, we need to hit 200,000 subscribers, dude. That would be incredible. So essentially, Jake Paul promised these people who were in dire need of money that, hey, I will solve all your problems, just give me more money, and somehow I will give you more back. Moving on to Jake Paul looting malls. So recently, Jake Paul was caught looting malls during BLM protests. A multi-millionaire thought that he was supporting the movement by stealing. Absolute dunderhead. Good job, Jake, you idiot. Not only did you destroy the meaning of the movement, but you angered all the people that you were trying to impress. It's crystal clear to everybody where your priorities were. Like, all you want is fame, money, and relevance. You don't really care about people, so stop acting like you do, honestly. It's just getting pissing off. And finally, we get to the FBI raid. This was just awesome, dude. If you've seen the video, it's pretty much like the FBI stormed this guy's house and sees like these giant weapons or something. I don't know what this guy was doing with all these these firearms, but, you know, Jake Paul, you don't really know what's going on in that head. Jake Paul, Calabasas crib raided, guns seized, raid involves Scottsdale protest. Dude, I would never imagine this headline. Like, look at this. Honestly, nobody really knows what this clown was doing, but it's gotta be super serious if, like, the FBI was involved. Apparently, the arrest was also linked to him looting the malls or something. Everything is still kind of unclear because why would you need the FBI if it was just like a regular arrest or something? But nobody is allowed to say something for some reason. It's kind of like the doctor disrespect thing is just annoying. But we also found out that he's buddy with an actual criminal who's had numerous allegations against him. Like, if you watch the new Drama Alert video, you will know that this guy is insane. Like, this guy, God, he has some really bad allegations of, like, forceful fricking, stuff like that. Just, it's apparently like they lure these girls to 18 or 19-year-old girls. They lure them to the Team 10 mansion and, you know, pretty much just frick them. Like, it's kind of disgusting. So pretty much they promise these Instagram models or whatever, these young girls, 18, 19, they tell them that, hey, we'll make your, you know, Instagram blow up, we'll get you this giant following, and everybody wants that, right? Imagine, like, anybody but Jake Paul. Imagine somebody with like 10 million subscribers just invites you. You're obviously gonna say yes. And then after they violate them in some way, apparently according to the allegations, or I gotta say that. But yeah, it's really messed up to prevent the girls from talking. Apparently they say that, oh, Jake Paul's career is gonna be ruined. I don't know how that's gonna prevent anybody from talking. Like, I'd just be like, okay, sure. But apparently they guilt trip the girls in some way. I don't know, NDAs, stuff like that, and that's why nobody's talking. But I feel like it's just a giant bubble just waiting to burst. Now, it also says that Jake Paul owed $2 million in federal taxes before the FBI raided and seized guns from his LA mansion. $2 million in taxes. This man was easily making like $10 million, like probably in months, dude. His yearly income was probably more than that. But for some reason, his money management is so bad. He couldn't even pay his taxes, dude. Like, and now the government is after him. What is wrong with you, dude? Like, and you were talking about the financial freedom movement. You absolute clown. Everybody watching is now richer than you. You're $2 million in debt, you idiot. You know, a lot of people really just don't understand the concept of money. Like, yeah, you may be rich now, but you're not gonna keep earning that amount of money all the time. And if you spend the money like as lavishly as you do with your freaking Lamborghinis, your Team 10 house, just, you know, paying for this $6.9 million mansion, like, you may be rich, but if you spend the money, it goes, you know? Like, if you have $1,000 and you pay $1,000, you have zero. I'm sorry, I'm explaining it to a toddler. Actually, it's worse, it's Jake Paul. But damn, dude, it's the simplest concept ever, and you're an actual idiot. I'm actually so happy, dude. Honestly, everybody watching, pat yourselves on the back because you are now richer than Jake Paul. Multi-millionaire gone to garbage, dude. Absolute loser. I'm loving this, dude. Everybody is just having the time of their life just dunking on this guy, and honestly, I can't get enough of it, dude. I'm watching every single one of their videos. I think that's about it. That's covers everything he's done. There's probably a lot of stuff that I missed, but whatever, you know? Thank you to my channel members. Your support means a lot. Special thanks to Kari and Kaio for choosing the mushroom tier. Honestly, I always have to worry about monetization and it gets really annoying, so this kind of stuff really goes a long way, so thank you, really. And yeah, that's about it. Jake Paul's small peepee, dude. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!